is up, folks? Welcome once again to another edition of Let's Chat with me, Meor Addelan. Now, we're going to be talking about something a bit on the medical side because why, at the end of the day, it's really important. I cannot stress enough for you to be able to take care of yourself inside and out. Now, what I'm going to be touching on today is about your skin, the largest organ of a human body, and it is our responsibility to be able to take care of it as much as possible. But with the influx or the introduction with a lot of medical skincare treatments out there, there's so many out there. What is actually the best way? What is the ones that we ourselves need to look out for in order to give the best to our skin? And to talk more about how to keep our skin all fresh and clean and energetic, I have with us a very special guest who is a skin doctor. Ladies and gents, may I introduce to you Dr. Alina. Hi, Assalamualaikum, Doc.
Hi, Waalaikumsalam.
Right, okay, Doc, jumping into our topic at hand, there's a lot of products out there, there's a lot of treatments out there, a lot of centers out there who provide skincare, who provides solutions to your skin. But I just want to ask you that something that may be a bit controversial. Is there such thing as too much treatment, Doc?
So yes, when you say, is there such thing as taking too much? Taking care of your skin too much? Yes, it is actually, because some people might overdo it because of influx of so many stuff out there. There's so many treatments out there. There's so many products out there that you can use on the skin, and sometimes people tend to just pick and choose whenever they like and just put it on their skin without actually knowing what's best for their skin. So it is important for you to understand what is your main goal to achieve on your skin. So if you have problem like, for example, acne problem, very oily skin, then you can opt for certain treatments. So there's basically this skin polarity that you should understand. At one end is very oily, the pores are very big, there's acne, and the other end is actually the dry part. You know, your skin is very dry, very tight, there's a lot of flakiness on the skin, and those are the different polarity of the skin that you might need to pay attention to in order to provide yourself with the skincare routine, with the products and services that suits this end.
Just coming from a man's point of view, because I am what you call your typical man out there. I mean, as much as I do take care of myself skin-wise, you know, I do have my moisturizer, I do apply a certain type of lotion to make sure that my head is shining as always. But I just want to get your take on it, because are products out there quite sexist? Because there are not really that many products for men. Don't we men deserve the love in regards of products that's being used? There's plenty. We men, we tend to just take the all-in-one kind of solution. How does that go, Doc? Your comments?
Okay, my comments on this is that because all this while, men has never like paid attention that much on their skin. But as the age,
controversial, isn't it?
Yeah, as we grow older and older, and I think as we develop as a nation, as you know, as like ourselves, I think that men nowadays tend to take more care about themselves, and there are actually emerging products like for men, for example. Even the biggest brand like Nivea, you know, L'Oreal, they do have, you know, segments for men. Basically, there's not much different, to be honest. I think it's just a little bit of a marketing kind of thing. Basically, men and women has the same kind of skin. It's just maybe level of oiliness on the skin, maybe the thickness. They have thicker skin than the woman, and you know, they have like different hormones. But at the end of the day, it's just the same. So it's not to say that all the products that are sexist. It's just that it's made because of the market segmentation that, you know, that currently have. But I'm foreseeing a lot of men products is going to be more popular from now onward. So, you know, don't have to worry, you have more options in future, Meor. Seriously.
No, the reason why I touch about this is that because, like, granted, right now in this current day and age, you see a bit more option. Yes, if you go to your local pharmacy, if you go to any skincare specialists out there, they do have a bit of a segmented, products where it's catered to men. But as you mentioned, that
Yeah.
normally on the basis level, the products
Uh-huh.
are actually the same. They are quite unisex when it comes to the usage. A
Yeah.
woman can actually use a men's product and everything. So is it just a marketing strategy then from all these big guys telling us, okay, men, you only need to use this one, and women, no, you can't use this. You need to use another type. Is it just a marketing coup?
For me, I'm going to say that it might be controversial for you guys. That I feel that is a marketing, but it's a good way of marketing though, because all this while people have thought that skincare is just for women. So when you do this kind of, it kind of like increase awareness for their brands for men as well. So it gets them out of that like woman bubble, woman kind of like beauty junk, and just the skincare just focusing on women, that kind of thing. So marketing wise, yeah, it is some sort of marketing wise, but in terms of clinical effect, in terms of efficacy, efficiency of the products itself, it depends on the ingredients. It's not depending on the packaging or so. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, and definitely as well. When you mentioned the different types of ingredients that a
Mhm.
product actually has, it needs to
Yeah,
cater to who you are, which part of the world that you are from, what kind of ethnicity do you
yeah,
belong to. So
exactly.
again, I mean, like, all these kind of products. I mean, maybe David Beckham will be able to actually endorse this product because it's suitable
Uh-huh.
for him. But will
Yeah.
I get that kind of a reaction? Should I use his product? It all depends on how it's being developed, how is it formulated for that
Yeah,
particular part of the
exactly.
world,
Because like
right?
your skin might be different in Malaysia, but when you go to the UK, it might be different for you. So it really depends on the geographical aspect of it as well. As you go further and further away up
Yeah.
north, or so you have like different kind of humidity level, in the environment. So that actually plays a factor with, the production of your sebum from your sebaceous gland, for example, and the amount of sweat that you're producing as well. And it all depends on the peak time, where the sun is on you, because at some places in the world you don't even get to see the sun, like Glasgow, you only get 3 days of summer, right?
What is sun? Glasgow doesn't know what a sun is anyway. So,
Exactly. So that's what I meant. So it really depends on it really depends what your what kind of skin type you have, and also where you are located, and how your skin reacts to the humidity, the surrounding itself. So the humidity, the sun itself, and of course the pollution level of the city. For example, in Kuala Lumpur, they have much bigger, higher pollution in comparison to the
going back to some to a place that is closer to home, Malaysia specifically. At the start of the show, I did mention that there's an influx of products. There's a lot of products out there that has been commercialized, that has been promoted for the usage of people now. There's also a scene, or there's a situation where a lot of these product owners unfortunately uses false advertising to promise them something that is no way that they can deliver, such as whiter
yeah.
skin, or you can turn into a skin as soft as Halle Berry. I don't know why I went with Halle Berry. Like over promising such products should you are able to use them. So what do you think about these people and their over marketing, their over promise to the public?
Okay. So yeah, for actually business owners who overclaim about the products, to be honest with you, I feel that the kind of decision that they made is because they feel that that's the best at that time. So to be honest with you, in order to like just untuk kritik point, I feel that it's a little bit it's a bit unfair for them. But I think there needs to be certain control in terms of advertising content, advertising materials, for promoting your products. So like for Dermaly, we try and take real results from real patients, real testimonies, and we feel that because it's our aim to actually build that trust, because it's a long term kind of commitment between the business and the consumer itself. So it really depends on different business owners may have different kinds of different sets of beliefs. But I feel that it really needs to stay ethical. Anything that says it whitens your skin after 3 days of usage is typically is like really wrong, so you shouldn't do
You
that.
might as well just put paint on yourself, right? Then be done with it.
Exactly. Have you seen that? That's just tiba-tiba like one mayat, the hands is whiter than the
Yeah,
other.
I saw that
So
post on your social
yeah,
media quite recently. I mean, showing how
on your
ridiculous it is to have that kind of a skin tone because it's a bit of a fascination, isn't it? I mean, like we as human beings, I mean, whoever they are, we always wanna be, we always try to be someone else, if I may say so. I mean, some of us always aspire to look at all these artists, all this famous people abroad and everything. And one thing I do want to point out is the fascination of the Korean lifestyle. Let's put the cosmetic, no, the plastic surgery out of the way because again, I mean, that's a bit too much. But in the case of skincare, a lot of marketing right now has been moved to a bit. You want to look like your Korean hero, you want to look at your Korean lady and everything. So
and
use
put
a
all
product.
the 60 steps on your skin aside.
Yeah, exactly. So, where is this fascination all coming about? And is it just a trend that product owners are capitalizing right now because it is a trend? You think?
I think yeah, it is a trend, and I think that trend is soon to be over soon because right now most people are like trying to focus more personalized skincare rather than a little bit too much, and people are more looking towards minimalism in terms of their skincare, in terms of their lifestyle, in terms of whatever they have, and they want to keep it simple. I think it started off with so many steps, but then they found out that that leads of to breakouts, to many more breakouts, to those people who are not suitable for those kind of steps. So it really depends on the skin because our skin is really unique and it tells different stories from like different people, and it sends alarm bells by rashes, for example. So it's really different for different people. So to say that you need like all certain like sampai 12, 20 steps for skincare for everyone, that is like completely wrong. But I'm seeing that people are more smart in choosing their own products. They're looking for good ingredients and also the vehicle itself. So we have to understand the difference between active ingredients and also the vehicle that goes with it. So the consistency of it, the color of it, or even the smell of it. People would want to try different things on their skin, and yeah.
I guess the way to think about it is that if the steps to apply the product is more than a step for you to build a Lego car, then maybe it's something that you should not consider.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but ultimately, when you talk about skincare, yeah, there's so many products out there. There's so many different prices, different scope, different brands. Again, you got your high levels, you got your what you call it, your middle class, or even your starter kits and everything. What is the ultimate thing that a person, maybe a woman or a man, should look into in order for them to buy or to consider putting on their skin? Because this thing lasts. I mean, whatever you put on your skin, it will last for a long time.
Yeah,
What should you
yeah, it's not
really
like
consider?
yeah, it's like okay. So in terms of the skincare options, it doesn't matter whether it's it's a little bit on the lower end or the mid range or the high end. So different segment is for different. It's a bit like your food. You're still kenyang, right? You're still like
Yeah.
full when you eat certain food, but certain people loves to to dine in, dekat Troika, for example,
Wow.
dekat Thai
So
restaurant.
we know where you stand, doctor, when it comes to dining. Okay. Go on.
No. I average saja. Which are very simple. I think if I'm not doing dermatology at this point, I'll be just using I don't know my son's lotion at home because it's just a little bit. It's just taking care of the skin barrier. That's
Yeah.
very important, and then also the sun protection. I think that's really important. Which I think most people would like to put all the so many layers on the skin without taking care of even the basic thing, which
Yeah.
is the sun protection itself. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as you mentioned, there's so many things out there. It is best for you to really understand the nature of your skin,
Exactly.
the content of you internally for you to be able to use certain products. And
Yeah.
who's a better person for you to ask to get guidance of than a skin doctor such as yourself, Doc. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
thank
Dr.
you.
Alina,
Thank you so
for
much.
coming on to Let's Chat. I hope it has been fruitful for you audiences out there. So,
Oh,
Doc,
thank
I hope that your business will thrive even more and more and be prosperous moving forward, Doc. Thank you.
You're
Thank
right.
you, Doc. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, so that's it. We have Dr. Alina of Dermalin Skin Center talking us about the importance of taking care of your skin and do not overdo it, guys. Okay, stay shiny, as you can see. All right, that's all, folks, for this edition of Let's Chat. Hope you enjoyed this particular episode and hope to see you again in our next session. Take care. Goodbye. Ciao.